Of Ollie's Bargain Outlet. It's my pleasure and privilege to welcome you here today to the 2009 Battle at the Grove. The neat thing about tonight's race is 100% of the proceeds goes to charity. This is the third year in a row that Kasey and I have done this. Last year, we're very proud to say we raised $139,000 for charities that benefit, like the Ronald McDonald House of Hershey. So without further ado, I'll introduce Kasey. Kyle Busch has been testing in Dover today for NASCAR. He's been delayed. He will not make the press conference. He will be here racing tonight. David Stremme will not be able to be here tonight. He had a scheduling conflict. But most importantly, we have Kasey Kahne. So without further ado, please give Kasey Kahne a warm Central Pennsylvania welcome.
Thanks. It's nice to be back here. It's nice to be at the Grove and working with Ollie's again, raising money for underprivileged and chronically ill children and their families. And we've been able to do it here the last few years and enjoy it. You know, we've had good shows with Tony, Dave Blaney, and then all the guys around here that come out and race and put on a show with us. We have great fans come out and support the race, and it's raised some really good money for us, for our foundation and for charity. So it's exciting. I'm glad we're able to do it again with Ollie's and get the support from Mark, and looking forward to tonight. I think when Kyle gets here, it'll be a good time. I wish he was here, but you know, they had to go a little bit longer on their tire test, I guess, and he'll be here shortly, but he'll put on a good show tonight. I think it'll be the first time he's been to Williams Grove, so I know he's looking forward to it. I talked to him last week, and we'll see how it all ends up.
Kasey, talk about what makes this place so special for you and inside the NASCAR circle. You guys talk about this place.
Yeah, it's just to me, it's one of those tracks that, you know, I raced at and really enjoyed. It's a tough track. It's a pretty tricky track. So there's some things that you can do as a driver to go fast, and the guys are tough here. It's just, you know, if you go to any weekly track, any racetrack in the country, this is one of the hardest tracks to win at. So it's just fun to put on a show here, and you know, I've always enjoyed Pennsylvania and had a lot of great fans up here racing at Pocono last week and things like that. So it's just a good spot for us.
Do you have to convince other guys to come with you, or do you say to Kyle, we're going to the Grove, he says, oh, I always wanted to run there, there's a place like that?
Yeah, it's, you know, you just have to ask pretty much. You know, I don't, you know, I told Tony we're coming. He's actually in Texas. He wanted to be here, but he has a, I don't know if it's Office Depot or one of his sponsors, he has a commitment in Texas today, so he wasn't able to come. But, you know, he wanted to. He had a blast racing here last year, and, you know, wished he can. Hopefully another time we'll get Tony back up here. But, yeah, Kyle had heard plenty about Williams Grove Speedway and wanted to come up here and race and have some fun.
Is this a chance for you guys to, you know, to get away from the hustle and bustle, you know, Cup, and just kind of relax a little bit? Is that also, events like this help you with that as well?
It does. I mean, 2 weeks ago on our off week, I raced 2 nights at Eldora. You know, spent 3 days basically doing that, and didn't take the off week and just did it, you know, by racing. And to me, that's, it's fun. It's a little bit of work, but it's fun, and I'm, you know, it's a different type of racing. You know, it's not, we're not all focused on making the chase. We're not focused on how can we get the most points, how can we do this and do that, and you just get to go out and race and enjoy yourself. And to me, that's what I grew up wanting to do, is race. So to be able to do it and not have a lot of pressure, you know, makes it fun once in a while. I'm not in the same race as him tonight.
Kasey, that's a difference when Tony was here and Dave before that, you guys were racing the same car. It's a little bit different with Kyle racing a late model.
Yeah, it is.
Anything for you?
Well, the thing with Kyle racing a late model is he's never driven a wing sprint car, and I asked him, I talked to him this weekend at Pocono, and I was like, man, do you want to get in my car and maybe take 5 laps and just see what it's like? You know, I thought we could find some, you know, 5 minutes where he could jump in my car and go for it. And he said probably not, but I'm going to try it again tonight when he's here. Maybe we could do something intermission and get him out there, because he's never driven a wing sprint car. So I think it'd be neat for him. And so yeah, it would be hard to throw him in a wing sprint car at Williams Grove and expect him to go out and race. But, you know, to run a couple laps I think would be pretty cool.
Kasey, shifting gears a little bit, hate to bring up Matt Kent has just lost the wall Dodge thing this year. Things are really kind of touch and go.